Hey, welcome in. Shop Talk Show is live, and it's Saturday. My phone's ringing already. Wrong number, guys. You got to call the station number, 545-9950. You can assume the 205, okay? So welcome into the show. We're going to talk about all things automotive related, but we got a special guest in the studio today. It's my man, Alfred. That's right, Alfred Richard from Yellowhammer Roofing, my favorite roofing company in the host.
Good morning, Jim.
In the world, really. I was going to say state. No, it's the world.
Good morning, Jim.
Hey, buddy. It's so good to see you.
Thank you, sir. Great to be here.
Thanks for getting up early and easing on down to the Beeham.
Yes.
Brought your guests with you today.
I did. I have my grandson, Carson, with us.
That's my man, Carson, right there. I can't see him because they got the screen right between us, but that's my man, Carson.
Good morning.
And you had to speak directly into that mic, man. It's a weird thing, kind of like right there on it. Morning, Carson.
Good morning, Jeff.
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
The boy can put down some gravy biscuit. That's all I can say so far. And he's a drummer extraordinaire.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Dad's a band director, so you know he's got the music in him. You
It's
know what
in
I mean?
Oh, yeah.
His mother was band. She was drum major.
See?
You know.
And you can't hit a lick at nothing.
Jim, I can't do.
You can't play the guitar. You can't play.
Well, I have been known to play a little air guitar.
Okay, so you have played the racket.
I have played the air
tennis
guitar.
racket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that counts, I think. Man, that thing was loud.
But nothing like cars.
Yeah.
Drummer. Oh yeah.
Well, welcome in, Carson. I hope you have fun today. It's going to swing by pretty quick. We have a call-in show. Sometimes people call and sometimes people text. So 205-545-9950 is the number. And we're so excited to have Alfred here and representing the Yellowhammer Roofing people that have been so good to me through the years, and so many great clients that you guys have done in the Birmingham area. It's great to have such a company of such high integrity. When I recommend them, I know they're going to get hanging out with Alfred or one of your guys here in the Beeham, and they're going to be treated right. It's going to be done right. And it's great to have you guys back. I'm excited. Yeah.
Jim, it's great to be here. You know, we started Yellowhammer back in 2010, and
that's been a long time ago.
Been a long time, brother.
Yeah.
We've had an office here in Birmingham since March of 2010.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
We've done a lot of roofs. Sure have.
There's no doubt about it.
And still are.
And still doing it.
Yes, sir. Our corporate is in Athens, Alabama, but I run the office here.
A lot of people don't know, but back in my heyday of stardom, I went up to Oxford and shot a commercial for Will and the Boys.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes.
That has been a few days ago,
It's been
Jim.
a while.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of who that kid I was with. That wasn't one of these guys, was it? Because I was on a porch with a guy playing checkers, and I was like, I can't remember.
Oh, that was one of Will's sons.
I think it was.
It was. Yeah, that was one of Will's
his boys.
One of his boys.
That's
sure
right.
was.
But yeah, that's been a while too. We're showing our age now. Yeah, Yellowhammer's not a brand new company, and it's not a company that just shows up when the storms hit.
No,
that's the other thing that I've always appreciated about you guys is like you give honest assessments all throughout the year, but you're not about chasing hail damage down in Euphoria, Illinois or nothing. Y'all don't pack up and go to Oklahoma like a storm chaser would trying to sell roofs.
We work where we live, Jim.
Yeah, and that's a big thing to me. I mean, it speaks to the integrity once again. It's like you see people you did roofs for at the ballpark. You know what I mean?
We do.
And you live where you work, and
yes, sir.
That's a big deal.
And you know we're a platinum preferred contractor with Owens Corning. 99% of the roofers in America does not have that status. What does that mean? That means we can give the homeowner warranties that 99% of the roofing companies in America can't give them.
Right on.
Yes,
right
sir.
On. Well, I mean, and they wonder how this fits into a car show. Well, does your garage have a roof on it? I rest my case. But the way that I'd met you, if you don't mind me, can I recap that?
You can.
Because this is what led to me and you being such good friends, really. And this is what led me to getting to know the management team there. was through this incident where I got ripped off by American Shingle.
Back in 2010.
Yes, American Shingle came in, saw a bunch of damage on my roof because a lot of people had it. There was a big storm moved through, blah, blah, blah. They show up at my door going, hey, you know, we're in the neighborhood. There's been a lot of storm damage in this neighborhood. You want us to get up there and look? And I, of course, like, yeah, man, why you're here? Because I didn't know nobody. And next thing you know, they're communicating with my insurance company.
Yes, sir.
Handling all that stuff like you guys do. And Alpha sends me the check, right? Because it's confirmed damage. I made the rookie move of signing that check and handing it to that roofing guy. Now, he had put a pallet of shingles in my yard. You know, I never saw him again.
So sad.
And I had maybe $1,500 worth of shingles and $8,000 gone. And I was obviously somebody that's as buff as I am, been working out a long time. So I was working out with a friend of yours.
Yes.
David. And I'd known David for a few years because I saw him every morning. That boy works out, though. He's actually fit. He's probably got 2% body fat. I got 2% muscle. 98% body fat.
No, you look well, Jim.
Yeah, I'm doing good, but David told me about you because I was complaining about that one morning in the gym, and he goes, man, I know a great guy. I said, what are you talking about? My buddy Alfred take care of you. I was like, okay, I'll call him, but they're not going to take care of me because who does that? Who's going to take somebody else's shingles and put them on there for me? You know, nobody does that, Alfred. It's like going to a garage and taking your own starter. You know, I wouldn't recommend it. You know, it won't go well, I don't think. But you came down there and you looked and you heard the story. And I don't know what happened with you making the sale to Mr. Will or Roger, but I later got to meet both of those guys in their class act. And you can see where this all flows from the top. And like we talked, you can't fake this stuff. This is legitimate, good Christian people that have a high degree of integrity and morality.
I have known the Jones family for 32 years, Jim.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you told me later on that you didn't have to pitch it hard. And the next thing you know, Yellowhammer's got a crew down there putting my shingles up.
Yes, sir.
And gave me a great deal, too. And I never forgot it. And I've always told anybody that I can, Yellowhammer is who you want to call. There's a bunch of roofers out here that you think are family owned, like they may have a family name, right, and been family owned, but they've been sold.
That happens.
There's a lot of them masquerading with names that don't really mean anything.
That happens quite often.
But not Yellowhammer.
But not Yellowhammer. We are family owned. We'll
the,
always be family
It's
owned.
the Joneses, man.
That's correct.
And they're great people. And yeah, I couldn't be happier to have you guys back. I plan on a lot of my listeners calling you and letting you get up there and take a look, Alfred. And if they need help, I know you're going to help them.
Yes, sir. We give free inspections, Jim.
Yeah, free inspection, and you won't. Well, you'll see. Alfred will win you over, or one of your guys.
Yeah, we got 12 guys and a young lady now here
in the Birmingham area.
At the Birmingham area.
So,
yes, sir. They all do great.
Yeah. So, and they're well trained. Like I say, this comes from the top, y'all. And something tells me my boy Will don't hire a bunch of trash.
No.
And they do a lot in their hiring process to make sure they get the right people.
And Jim, you know, there's a lot of times we go out and look at folks' roofs, and the roofs are fine.
Yeah.
And we tell the homeowner, look, your roof's in good shape, but we can put them on our maintenance program
right.
and check their roof either in 6 months or a year,
right.
and just keeps it's just a peace of mind to the homeowner.
That's exactly right.
Yes, sir.
Exactly right. Well, that peace of mind means so much. It means a lot on my roof because it's still there, baby.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, It's so nice to have you guys here, and I
Thank
want
you, sir.
everybody. How do they get in touch? What's the easiest way to get in touch with Yellowhammer?
Easiest way to get in touch with us was naturally 205-988-3337, Jim. 205-988-3337.
Excellent. We're right up against the break, as you can tell. But I want to tell you about another great sponsor of this program. That'd be the Fish Ranger. The Fish Ranger. Check out the Whatnot app and log on and follow the Fish Ranger. You'll see what I'm talking about. They got everything you need to make this fishing season the best. The Fish Ranger. Check them out. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back in. This portion of the show is brought to you by Loader Services. You need a Bobcat, Loader Services help you out right here in Pelham, 320-1000, or dig them up online at loaderservices.com. Get that job done. Get it done in a hurry. Bobcat skid steer is what you need. Loader Services, give them a call today. Run here to Ray right quick. Ray's on line one. Hey, Ray.
Hey, Jim, how are you?
What's up, man?
I've got a 2002 Avalon.
Oh, boy, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, that's what I thought. It's got 160,000 miles on it. Drove it to from Birmingham, Tuscaloosa one night and back, and no issues. Next morning, get in it, no reverse.
Oh, boy.
Check the fluid. Of course, it's cold. It'll be a little bit low.
Yeah.
Drove to Walmart. Still just, it wasn't low, but, it wasn't slap on the full.
Right.
So I thought, well, nothing to lose. Topped it off. No difference.
Right.
What gives?
It lost the reverse gear, man.
It seemed like it also lost overdrive. You know, it's
Yeah,
got the four-speed
those will go
transmission.
hand in hand for the most part. A lot of times, it's weird that it lost reverse too, but certainly overdrive. Nothing that you can't just pull it out and put a new tranny in it.
So it's a major. It's not something simple.
No, probably not. But I would defer to my good friend at Decatur Highway Transmissions right there in Gardendale, Alabama.
Okay.
My boy Jack and the whole team up there. Well, you know him, Alfred.
Yes, I do.
You know my boys up
I do.
there.
Joseph, Ken,
Ken, and
Rayburn.
just go by there and let them get it up because there may be a shift solenoid or something in there. But if it needs to be rebuilt, they can rebuild it.
Okay. All right.
And those motors ran forever, dude. Those were really strong cars, if you ask me.
All right. Thank you, Jim.
Yes, sir. You have a good day, man.
You too. Bye.
It's 678-2767. Look at that. Did you say that? I ain't thought of that number in a while. 205-678-2767.
That is it, Jim.
I think that's it.
Decatur Highway Transmission right
man,
there in Gardendale.
You can't beat Rayburn and his team.
Oh.
They're like Yellowhammer, man. I'm putting you in touch with the best people and every kind of thing you need done. But those guys are great. I use them myself. They built the transmission currently in my Tahoe.
Oh, cool. That you're driving.
Oh, I drive it every day.
Yes.
Yeah, they're really good people. So give them a call. Alfred, I know you're driving a Dodge now. That's crazy. I must admit, I think your grandboy's truck's cooler than yours is. I mean, I hate to tell you the truth.
Yeah, you asked Carson what he was going to drive when he was eating breakfast,
and just happened to have 7 pictures.
and he just happened to have pictures. Well, Jim, right here is my truck. I'm 14,
There's
but
the side.
Yeah,
I'm only 14,
yeah,
but there's the side view.
yeah, that's right.
I drive around in the yard a lot.
That's right.
Carson, so tell everybody what model truck you got there.
I got a 1993 Chevy.
Oh boy, a 19
Z71,
You
Jim.
darn right, 4x4.
Z71,
His
Jim.
first truck.
His first truck.
Golly bum. Have you had mud all the way up to the door yet?
Not yet.
Okay, we got to do that. We may have to get rid of those tires on there, them duelers. You got some duelers on there, but they're ATs. We may have to go to mudders.
Yeah, maybe so.
They're pretty loud, but it'll be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Now, he's a deer hunter.
And he's a deer hunter.
Oh, his daddy is a
Oh,
deer
yeah.
hunter. Oh, yeah.
That's good, bro.
Runs through the family.
I hear you. Band director, deer hunter. You didn't see a lot of that.
He is a band director, deer hunter. He is. Oatman High School.
They're not.
Yep.
They're rare these days. Band director, deer hunters. But that's good, man. I think that your truck's so much cooler than my first vehicle. I had a '71 Ford LTD that we called the Carl Malden.
Carl
Now,
Malden.
If you're unfamiliar with Carl Malden, he was on a show called The Streets of San Francisco, and he had a nose that was like, well, it was epic. And he drove a '71 LTD in
He
that
did.
show.
He did.
So that's why I called it the Carl Malden.
My first vehicle was a 1947 Willis Jeep, Jim.
I love them old Jeeps. I had a 46.
Yeah.
Did yours have the spare mount on the side?
It did.
Yeah.
It had a flatbed on it, and I took the flatbed off, and actually my brother-in-law's helped me, but I put a 57 step-side Chevrolet bed on it and made my own fenders for the back
That's
square.
odd. So it was kind of a Jeep pickup.
It is Jeep.
Before
3-speed
the
in the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And
I think they all were. Back then.
yeah.
And, man, 2-speed, too, right? So
It
you go to
is.
granny gear.
Oh, Granny,
Dude.
you can walk faster
Dude.
and climb a tree.
I'm telling you, I have gotten mine hung up so bad in ruts that were like 4 foot deep. Like my chunks on the ground.
Right.
Dragging.
Right.
And I'd put it in granny first,
Yes.
let the clutch out, and get out and push.
And you would help it.
And it'd finally get a little grip and start, but it wouldn't move 1 mile an hour. In granny,
Right.
idling just.
Oh,
right,
yeah. No, it ain't gonna run off and
right,
leave you.
Right. You just jump in and go.
I still have the old truck, Jim.
That old Jeep you got?
I still have my old Jeep.
You got to drive it down one time.
Well, it ain't drivable, but I need to.
Get it to my shop. Let's get
I need.
drivable.
Oh, I know somebody that's got a shop in Montevallo. Yeah.
What you got there, John Bird? Hey, thanks again, John, for doing what you do. I forgot to mention you today. I apologize.
No, that's all right, man. I appreciate it.
I heard his face. I normally bring him something to eat. I went right by. I didn't give him nothing. I feel bad, John.
Well, I'm a little bit, I'm
Little
kind of
hurt.
famished.
I know.
And
I'm
a
so
little
sorry.
dizzy, lightheaded.
Okay,
So
I
I'll
wrote-
be all right.
Can't believe I forgot you. I really can't.
No, man.
Very sad.
Okay, this is from Jack, and he says, do you know my friend Keith Case? He works for Yellowhammer.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes. Keith lives up in Coleman.
He's my Coleman guy.
He
Keith.
is.
Oh yeah, that's good because y'all got a bunch of guys.
We do.
And
We do, Jim.
like I say, y'all have grown so much from 2010 when y'all started,
Yes, sir.
and that growth only comes from having a company that stands behind what they do what they say, and say what they do. you
Yes,
know?
sir.
If you tell somebody you're gonna be there at 1, it's kind of a big deal. You know, somebody takes off work and then you don't show up to 3. I ain't gonna do no business with you.
That's very, very important. And, it's sad to say, Jim, in the construction industry,
Oh,
not just roofing, but any construction,
any of it.
it's so sad that folks won't show up when they say they're coming.
Well, they're almost getting like the cable company. They just want to give you a time zone. Like, I'll be there between 8 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon. I'm not going to sit around and wait all day.
Because what you just said is very true. A lot of times folks has to take off from work
Of course.
to meet you there. Because when we do the inspection, not only do we look at the roof, but we need to look at the other half of the roof, which is in the attic.
Yes, for sure.
We look in the attic at the bottom of your decking to give you a thorough inspection.
Well, people just need to give you a call and let you come out there and look at it. What's that number again? I can't remember. Do we need that?
205.
We don't need that 888 number.
No, we don't.
Isn't that cool?
Is that not cool?
Brand new world.
You have to have these
888.
800 numbers, but just the 988-3337. That's all you need. 205.
Yeah.
205
Right.
988-3337.
Yeah, it don't cost you anything. Just
No,
get a look.
That's right.
And
Free inspection.
may not be nothing wrong.
That's right.
And that's the thing is that you got to be dealing with somebody that you can trust that will tell you that.
That everything's good.
You know, y'all aren't desperate to sell every single person you get to.
That is
so you're
correct.
not going to be trying to force people to do something they don't need to do.
That's exactly right.
You're not in a position where you have to do it today. Like some people. You know, they drove from out of town.
Or out of state.
They drove from out of state to get down here to talk to you about the hail damage on your car, on
You
your
know,
truck.
Jim, we've helped several homeowners out in the Trustful area from the hail back in February.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, it was February the 26th, a Thursday afternoon.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that Friday there was roofing companies here
Yeah.
in Trustful from Michigan, Texas,
Right.
Oklahoma.
Right.
I'm talking about the next day. They must have had to drive all
I
night.
bet it's really nice if you have a little leak and you had to call somebody in Michigan. Hey, can you swing down and take a look at this roof you put on?
Yep. Y'all put my roof on 9 months ago, and I
Got
have a
to
leak
suck.
now.
Yeah. We'll be down in April, maybe, if there's another storm. Yeah.
And you know that
Live where
it
you
is-
work, bro.
that's exactly
Live
right.
where you work.
And that's what
a
we do.
big deal.
That's what we do.
I'm pretty easy to find, too. I got a shop. Moore Brothers. Come on down.
Right.
Easy to find.
Yellowhammer's been right here in Birmingham since 2010. We've got the same phone number, Jim,
I know
that
it.
we started out with.
I think they did that for me. So
And
when
it's
I did
and
that
it's
ad.
not a cell phone. It's a landline, Jim.
Yeah, it's an old landline.
It's a landline.
Y'all remember those?
We- Carson don't.
They don't know what we're talking about.
He don't know what a landline
You
is.
had to plug it up, man. It's crazy. It's bound to be different for these youngsters today that we're a whole generation that didn't even have cell phones, bro.
Right, Jim.
We didn't have a smartphone. We didn't have a dumb phone.
First, I had a beeper on my belt, Jim.
Beeping by, baby.
A
Beeping
beeper.
by.
Not a cell phone, a
Oh, yeah.
beeper. That beeper told me to go to the phone booth.
That's right. Well, right up against the break, we're going to take it. The bottom of the hour's here. That's right. Half the show's over. If you're going to get your call in, you better get on the phone now. 545-9950. We'll be right back. All right, welcome in. Welcome in. This portion of the show is brought to you by IneedADashCam.com. That's right. Everybody needs a dash cam. Shut up, Juice for Shannara. IneedADashCam.com. Log on today. Set up a consultation. Or if you have a new driver in your world and you're a little worried about, I don't know, that it's the number one way that teenagers die. If you're hip to the stats and you know that the number one way that both male and females die between the ages of 18 and 24 is car crashing, and you were like, I don't know, thinking logical human, and you realize that maybe the cell phone has something to do with it. Maybe texting and driving has something to do. If you think that, or you might, hypothesize that, then I would suggest that you keep an eye on your driver. And there's nothing like a camera facing your driver and facing the road. You got a 2-lens camera. IneedADashCam.com installs them. That's me. I'll install it for you, $150. I hardwired in the dash. There's no wires hanging anywhere. It's not plugging into any of your stuff. I do all that in the dash. You're not eating up any of your accessory ports or nothing. You follow me? And I said it where when you're rolling, it's on. You stop, it shuts off. It's simple. But I can guarantee you this thing. I've done this a lot all across the country, and the mere fact that the camera there changes the behavior.
Just the fact it's there.
Just the fact it's there. And if you're a small company and you got your name splattered all over the side of your vehicles, do yourself a favor and get you some cameras monitoring those situations, because your insurance company will sell you down the river. IneedADashCam.com, specializing in keeping you from being sold down the river. What you got there, Johnny?
We've got a text from Brian. Brian says, I plan on having a concrete pad laid in my yard to make a level spot so it's easy to do casual fix-ups on my cars.
Yeah.
How wide and long should I make it? Interesting.
Just for his cars?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess so he can work on it and, won't have to worry about going out into the yard.
18 by 24.
18 by 24. All right.
Yeah.
Jack, did you hear that? 18 by 24. And
That's
I'll
what I
also-
would do, because that's going to give you enough width to do, you can't really pull 2 cars in there, but one right in the center, and then you got plenty of room on each end.
Are you sure 18 by 24 inches is big enough?
Feet.
Oh, feet.
That's okay, John.
Yeah,
It's
I
easily
get the 2
understood.
little things and the one little thing
one
messed up.
dash, and
Yeah.
2 dash.
Darn it.
And you got to remember, we got a roofer in here. He's like a brilliant mathematician.
Man, I'm sorry. I'll
Do you
edit,
agree
I'll
with
edit
that?
this
I mean,
out.
if you were building one to just do some car stuff at the house,
Jim, you would have plenty of room for your jacks on the
or
sides.
20 by 25,
Something
like that.
That sounds fine for me, just for a regular automobile.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's right. As long as you ain't got big dualies and
That's right.
standing cab stuff.
I was thinking the same thing.
I think that's about right.
Yep.
And I can go ahead and tell you, I got a good friend that does concrete, Hall Concrete. You can check them out online, Hall Concrete, or look them up. You'll find them, Hall's Concrete down in Montevallo. They just did some work with me, and the good people, and they'll probably save you some money on that slab, is what I'm saying, because you'll be shocked at what some of these people charge you. My buddy at Hall Rock is the name of his company, Hall Rock. They'll save you some money on the slab. So give him a call. I sure would appreciate it. He's a good buddy of mine, like Alfred, good buddy of mine. Yellowhammer Roofing, and Will, the whole gang there. I mean, I think so much of the whole company.
Yes, sir.
And once I met Will, and once I met Roger, I could see where it all came from.
Yes. Starts at the top, Jim.
And like we said before, you can't fake it. So we're excited to have Yellowhammer. And let me tell you guys, I know a lot of you people listen to the show. Y'all appreciate the show being here. Without Yellowhammers, it ain't here. I'm just telling you. It takes relationships like I have with Alfred and Roger and Will and them having trust in my audience to spend money with them
Sure.
to help sponsor this program. So if you do like the show and you don't know if you got a roof issue, you kind of owe it to me to call Alfred and at least let him look at it. And he'll tell you the truth. If it don't need nothing, it won't need nothing.
Just peace of mind.
Or sometimes it might just need a little patching.
That's right.
And y'all ain't got nothing against that, right?
We do not.
You know how some heat and air guys are. They'll go out and instead of trying to fix it, you need a whole new unit, $17,000. It might have just needed a little condenser.
That's right.
You know, and same with y'all. It might just had one little spot where a limb hit it or,
Right.
or something.
Or you may have, you know, your vents through your
Or the
roof.
vent, right.
Just a boot.
yeah,
You just
a,
need
a boot that's
That's
cracked
right.
and leaking.
That's correct.
Y'all wouldn't just rip the whole roof off for that boot.
No, sir.
Y'all'd fix the boot.
That's correct.
And that's integrity. That's where the integrity comes in.
And we
Because
also
what are we going to know? I don't know roofs. You're my guy.
That's
you
right.
get up there. You tell me. I believe you. I don't know.
And we're
you
going
can
to
get
take
up there and tell me anything.
and Jim, also we're going to take pictures and show you
Oh,
what
yeah.
we have found on your roof. Yes, sir.
Just backs up your integrity again. 205-545-9950 is the number. If you got any questions about anything, I'm here to help. I couldn't help but notice I showed you the video, did I not?
You did.
At breakfast
You did.
yesterday, because I always have a segment this week in the shop. And part of it is I talk about the albatross that hung around all week that I wish would get off my neck.
Yep.
And that's a reference to a big book, Carson. Albatross around the neck.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What book does that reference?
Mm,
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Isn't that the big book of birds?
That's exactly right.
Okay. All right.
John got it.
John's on top of that.
John got it. No, but I'm just saying, this week we had this GMC van, and the guy comes in, and it's got a little shake to it, about 40 sometimes. I'm like,
Little
not all the time.
shake. Little shake.
Not all the
Jim.
time, just sometimes. And so I took this thing down the road, and I showed you the video.
You did.
It was like, OMG, my brother.
Good night.
It was hard to keep that baby in the road. And when it hit a small little bump, that thing went nuts. And it was jarring your teeth. Now, my brother was driving one years ago. It's called the death wobble, by the way. The death wobble hit him at going 70 miles an hour on the interstate. It shook so hard it blacked his vision out.
Jim.
You know, if your head shakes too much left and right like that, you'll lose your vision.
Yes.
So he had to slow down in a hurry. Because the only thing that really stops it is to stop the momentum of the wheels.
So
It's hard
is
to do
that,
that at 70.
was that the van, the video you showed me,
Yeah.
was that, is that a steering box?
Well, it's a combination of things. So it's got a Pitman arm, alarm out as well, and an inner tie rod in as well, and possibly gearbox.
Wow.
All we can do is go in there and start eliminating what slack we can. And when you got that kind of slack, that death wobble will scare you. Well, you could see the way my arm was shaking.
I was. Yes.
It was like violent.
You had to
Violent.
do everything while you were slowing
And
down
to hold that baby.
to keep it out of the ditch.
There's no doubt. You know, imagine that happening. You're going down the highway at 70 miles an hour.
Ah, Jim.
Oh boy. Okay, we got Keith is in Coleman. Hey Keith, what's up?
Hey, how you doing? Is that Alan I hear?
That is my man Alfred. They call you Alan.
They do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's my boy Alfred. but
Hey, Keith.
Your guy.
Good
Alan.
morning, sir.
How are you guys doing?
We're doing great, brother.
Well, we're talking about Yellowhammer. He said that you were one of the guys in Coleman. Not his best guy in Coleman, but a guy in Coleman.
Well, that's all I try to be is just a guy.
That's what he said. He said that's about as far as you push it.
No.
I learned a valuable lesson from Calvin and Hobbes a long time ago. Calvin told Hobbes that he finds his life is a lot easier when he lowers everyone's expectations.
That's exactly. That was a good. That was a good one. No, he had said nothing but great things about you, Keith. I filled all that in just to mess with you, but hey, thanks for what
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing up there in Coleman for the fine folks there, and I hope everybody up there understands that when you're standing at Yellowhammer's shirt, you're representing Mr. Will, Mr. Roger, and Alfred and the whole team, and that means something. And
Yeah, it definitely means something. We all feel like we're part of the Jones family for sure.
I know, me too, man. I'm on the outside. I'm like that third cousin, but I'm
Yeah,
there though.
You're the third cousin that the kids still call uncle.
They
for
do.
sure.
They call me uncle, and they'll bring me a hot dog every once in a while
That's right.
from the grill.
Yep.
Not the burger, but the hot dog, which is fine. Well, thanks, Keith. I appreciate the call,
Yeah, no
and
problem.
you can call. What's your direct number, Keith? If you're in Coleman,
205-400-3775.
Okay, that's an easy one.
Cool.
437.75. Just call Keith direct. He'll come up there and look at it for you.
Yes.
Yep. I'll have a look at your roof for free, and I'll let you know what's going on. You can figure out what you want to do with your own roof from there.
Yes, sir. Well, Keith, I appreciate the call, man. Good to talk to you.
Good to hear from you, Keith.
All right. You guys have a good one.
Thank you, sir.
Love you, Al.
Love you, brother.
That's my man, Keith. Carrie is in
Hey.
Moody. Hey, Carrie.
So, I have a 2012 Lexus SUV,
Yeah.
and I didn't know what it was, but I've taken it to a couple places. It's making a weird noise, sounds like stuff rubbing in the front end.
Yeah.
And so my son said it's the struts, but it's like $1,500. I had to go get brakes done,
Right.
and I asked them to estimate struts for me. Do you think that's what it is?
No. I do not. I do not. I don't think it's struts at all. Struts, it would be like, it would only make that noise when you hit bumps in the road. Is that the only time it makes the noise?
No, it makes it constantly.
If the wheels are rolling, it's making the noise.
Yeah.
And it's like a whirr.
No. It sounds like something's under there rubbing against the front end.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah.
I know
it
you're in
sounds like
Moody, but
something-
you ever thought about coming to Montevallo? It's a beautiful town.
I will.
I just need to get a hold of it. I think you got bad wheel bearings, Carrie. I really do. Wheel bearings.
Okay.
Now, they probably, I don't know who did the brakes, but they should have kind of noticed that when they drove it after the brakes.
No, that it was already happening before the brakes. I got
Okay.
the back brakes done.
I got
And
you.
it was already it's been happening for several months.
Yeah, I think it's the wheel bearings on the front, and I bet you I'll confirm that when you come down and see me.
Okay.
And I know it's a long way, but we do try to
Is it-
save people some money because we're a little cheaper than the in-town shops, shall we say.
Is it bad for me to keep driving the car?
Yes.
It is,
Yeah.
because I do delivery.
Yeah. Rent you a car one day and bring that one to me and let me have it one day. I'll try.
All right, I'll bring it. I'll bring it on Monday.
I'm sure I can turn it around for you in one day is what I'm saying.
All right, I'll bring it on Monday. I can't rent a car. I don't have the money to do that.
I got you.
But I'll bring it Monday, and I'll just wait if that's okay.
That'll be fine, and we'll find out what's wrong with it. I think it's just going to be wheel bearings, and if it is, we might can determine if it's just one side or the other. Now, I like to think in bilateral symmetry when I'm doing bearings. Bilateral symmetry means both sides. It's like what you do to this side of the car, you want to do the other side. It's like putting one strut on one side. That doesn't make sense because the other one's
Right.
going to go bad if it's
Right.
not. So, but we'll look at it and make sure that's what it is. But I think that's what you're dealing with.
Okay, so I don't need an appointment or anything. I just
No, man.
drive up.
Yeah, just come on in. We open at 7:30.
Okay.
And yeah, we're right there on Highway 25 in Montevallo, so it's pretty easy to
All
find.
right. Okay.
Thanks, Carrie. I look forward to meeting you.
All right. Thank you so much. I love your show.
Hey, thank you so much. Carrie's coming down to my shop.
She is, Jim.
I'm excited.
Monday.
I fix bearings like nobody been. I did one yesterday.
Cool, bro.
Same thing. They'd been to a shop. They put brakes on it. It's like they didn't notice this
Jim,
roaring noise out
you-
of the bearing.
Jim, you've been fixing folks' bearings for years.
long
You know
I
what
started
you're
this show
doing.
in 04. You believe that?
You know what you're doing. brother.
04.
Oh, 4. Wow, brother.
The towers had just come down.
Yes.
I thought the world was ending then too. Hey, Dave.
Hey, I got a friend of mine lives over in Montevallo. I've passed by your shop a few times now, and I know who you are and where it's at.
Hey,
So,
all right.
uh,
Well, I'm
last
there
time
on
I took
Thursday,
a-
Friday, and Saturday. My brother runs it from
Okay.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
well, last time I took some stuff to a Chrysler dealership over in Hoover, they did more damage than they did fixing.
Oh, I hear that, bro. I hear that.
But no, I got a roofing question. I had a roof put on my house about 5 years ago, and here's what the story was. I knew I had a bad roof, possibly some hail damage, because we'd had a hailstorm, I don't know, about a year or so before. And my issue was, I went to a home show, and I got a bunch of cards and pins and whatnot, and I remember running across the pin for Yellowhammer Roofing, and evidently I did not call you guys, or else you would have done my roof.
Okay, hold off on that rookie move. We got to go to break. I didn't realize we're right against it, Dave. But
sure.
If you could bear with us just a second, we'll get right back to Dave on that. He didn't call you. He got your pen and everything. He called the wrong guy. All right, we're right up against the break. The last one of the day. We'll be right back.
Floating past a pale skyline, and you look reflective, but you're so disconnected. Just think about it. What's really on your mind? For you, I would steal time.
Spring is here. Time to wake up that yard. Rent a Bobcat from Loader Services, your official Bobcat dealer. Perfect for spring cleanups, landscaping, driveway work, and weekend projects. Short-term rentals for a day, weekend, or a week. Long-term rentals for seasonal work. Wide selection of compact loaders, skid steers, and attachments ready to go. Delivery and pickup, plus certified technicians and on-site support. Book online or call to reserve your Bobcat. Choose the attachment you need and get quick delivery so you can get to work. No long-term commitment required. Visit Loader Services right there in Pelham at 205-320-1000 or dig them up online at loaderservices.com. Loader Services, rent a Bobcat, and spring into the job.
My daughter just turned 16, and next week she's driving herself to school. I'm a worried dad. That's why I called Jimmy D at ineedadashcam.com. Their dual lens system records the road and other drivers, so we can review her driving habits, make sure she's wearing her seatbelt, and spot other distractions on the road. That's real accountability, and that's keeping my teens safe. We're talking professional installation, hardwired into the dash, no exposed wires, or use of accessory ports. Text Sweet 16 to 205-910-0329 to reserve your dual lens camera Pro installation. Also, a 64 gigabyte card for $150. That's Sweet 16 to 205-910-0329. ineedadashcam.com.
Hey everybody, McDingle D. McGillicuddy here. I couldn't help noticing the other day me and the old lady's going to Walmart, and I had to park out in the middle of nowhere. And you know, as you're walking in, they got all them handicap places right there by the front. This young man come whipping in there, and he popped on out of that van, run on in there. Yeah, he had him a sticker, all right, but how about you fellas doing us a favor? If you're gonna use a handicap sticker when you get out, could you fake it a little bit for me? Kinda limp or gimp your way right on into the front door. I sure would appreciate it. I'm McDingle D. McGillicuddy, and I can't help it.
All right. Welcome back. Nice and short and sweet. That's the way we like them. I want to remind you guys about the Fish Ranger. The fish are biting. You need to know that, and you need to know about the Fish Ranger. You want to save a lot of money, you go onto the Whatnot app, you go onto their auction site, you're going to love it. They're auctioning some of the greatest stuff out there, and you're going to save half the money off of digs or whatever. So if you want to save money, you want to get a lot of good fishing stuff. And here's the other key. You know, that's how they're judging me as far as my ability to advertise for them is how many people follow them on the Whatnot app.
Sure.
So I'm going to be getting your grandson here to at least go on there and follow him. He may not be buying the fishing stuff yet, but you will.
Right.
You're going to buy some fishing stuff.
Right.
I'll give you the money after the show.
All right.
Let's go to Dave. So you picked up the pen, but you didn't call my boy Alfred at Yellowhammer.
No, I had some different cards and pens from my home show, and called one guy, and he come out when I wasn't home and said that he didn't see any damage that he thought the insurance company would handle. And I told him, I said, I just want a price.
Right.
Even without the insurance.
Right.
Well, he never got back with me. Roofer number 2 never showed up.
There you go.
And roofer number 3 showed up. They did the job. I was fairly happy with it. There was a few things they could have done. Thing is, when I changed insurance, I needed some information on the roof.
Right.
This guy ain't in business anymore.
Go figure.
So I got in touch with the company in Mississippi, Atlas, that made the roof.
Yeah.
They had a record of it and, give me the information I needed. But,
I got you.
There's a lot of these places that's here today and gone tomorrow.
I know, Dave. And to that same thing, I had the same thing recently, and Alfred helped me out then with my insurance company, because if you're living in a house that's a little older, they're going to require you to, when's the last time you put your roof on? When are they going to do this? I'm like, I had to get Alfred to come down there and help me with that, which they did. And they knew exactly when they had done mine. They had receipts from it back to 2011 or whenever it was. But
yeah,
had all the paperwork.
Well,
now you know the truth.
I didn't have the paperwork from the previous owner, but I did have a video showing timestamp showing when we had a hailstorm, because I videoed it out the carport and lightning hit an oak tree in the yard. So,
well, I appreciate you, Dave. You have a good day, man. I got to roll.
Man.
I see you, man. Now he knows about Yellowhammer. He's going to call you.
Yes, he is.
Yellowhammer Roofing. You know what I'm talking about. So, family-owned business, Yellowhammer, like we said earlier, and it's, like I say, it comes from the top, bro. And Will, Roger, the
Jim,
whole team. The whole team.
We just work where we live.
That's right.
And, it's kind of amazing. We give a 5-year workmanship warranty, and right now, under that 5-year umbrella, Yellowhammer has over 9,000 roofs that is a month old or 4.5 years old or
That's
4
right.
years and 11 months old.
Yeah.
Under that
Still under
umbrella,
warranty.
9,000 roofs.
That's awesome.
That
is awesome.
That's on our watch.
Right.
And we appreciate that. Jim,
Yeah.
before we go, I just want to thank you for all the customers that Yellowhammer has had over the years, and the folks that knows the Jones family. I'd appreciate you keeping them in their prayers.
Yeah, for sure. There's no doubt. We won't go into any detail, but let's just say that, we're not spring chickens anymore.
None of us.
And some of us go through some health difficulties. And, let's just lift the entire Jones family up, the entire Yellowhammer team.
Thank you, Jim.
The entire organization.
Thank you, Jim.
We shall be praying for. Because,
thank you very much.
These are trying times, but they're also victorious times. So
yes, they are.
We're gonna try to, like I say, it's a great company. It comes from the top, and let's pray for those at the top.
Jim, I appreciate you having me on today.
Man, it's always good to see you. Man, you've done a lot of radio together.
Yeah, we have.
You think about it.
Now I got my grandson.
Because y'all were on The Guys with me years ago.
Yes, we was.
And then you were on the Shop Talk show starting in 2010 or something.
Yeah.
So,
it's been a day or two.
It's been a few minutes.
You ain't aged a bit, Jim.
Well, I know. You either.
You're right.
Yeah. Man, you're getting too old, man. Norman's in Alabaster. Hey, Norman. Norman, you got a 93 Ranger.
I've got a, yes, sir.
I like those.
With a 4.0.
Oh, yeah.
Engine.
Yes, the V6.
Well, all of my forward gears have went out.
Yeah.
All I've got is reverse.
That's okay. Just need to get it rebuilt. Those are the kind you can rebuild. It's kind of nice. They don't make them like that now. The new Rangers, you ain't rebuilding that one. Okay.
Yes, sir. But I've also been told that it's possibly just my filter.
Yeah, no, they're crazy. Whoever told you that's nuts. I'm just telling you because it doesn't work that way. With that many miles, when you lose all the gears, it's the clutches in the training are done. I wish it was a filter, though, Norman. I really do. Decatur Highway Transmission right there in Gardendale be the way to go, Norman. Sorry, the show is ending. It always does. The phones start getting active.
Right at the end.
Then we're out. But I got some appointments later at the shop.
Nice.
Hey, thanks for tuning in today. My man did a good job, Carson.
Carson,
good to see you.
excellent
Good to see
job.
you, buddy.
Thank you.
Carson, you can be seeing him on a field near you.
Yes,
See you
playing the
guys-
drums.
See you guys next week.